In this guide, we will help you understand the role of a jungler in League of Legends Wild Rift and how the pros do jungling. For those who are already pro in the game, if you still watch this video, we would appreciate if you can give us a feedback about what we are going to discuss. The things that we're going to talk about are jungle overview, jungle facts, jungling path of the pros, the jungle skill smite. Jungle overview. The role of a jungler, he helps laners pressure lane and secure objectives by ganking. This is the unpredictable role and key factor to win the game. The Blue Sentinel, or also called the Blue Buff. Defeating the Blue Buff will grant its killer the Crest of Insight buff, which will restore your mana and energy periodically. It also restores health when you are out of combat. The Red Brambleback, or the Red Buff. Killing the red buff will grant its killers the Crest of Cinder's buff that will give your attacks slowing effects and true damage. This buff is more effective with melee heroes. The Frog and the Wolf. These neutral creeps provide gold and experience to the killer. Rift Scuttler, also known as the Crab. Killing this monster will grant temporary vision of the river. You will also get additional movement speed when you walk past by it. The Herald Rift. This monster will respawn at the 6-minute mark. Killing the Herald Rift will allow you to summon it in a lane to attack the enemy turrets. Securing this will give you an early advantage in the early game when it comes to pushing lanes. The Baron. Baron Nashor spawns at the 10-minute mark of the game. Defeating this monster will give your whole team the Hand of Baron buff, which will increase your damage, reduces recall channeling time, and will enhance nearby allied minions. Elemental dragons, we have 4, the fire, the cloud, the mountain, the ocean dragon. Killing the dragons will grant 8% Omnivamp that lasts the entire game. Omnivamp is a combination of physical and magical lifesteal. Elemental dragons will respawn at the 4-minute mark and they respawn in random. Defeating this will grant you and your team with buffs that last until the end of the match. I recommend having a teammate with you in dealing with this monster so you can kill it faster and avoid it being stolen by the enemies. The Elder Dragon is the final dragon of the game. Elder Dragon is elemental as well, spawning in either of the 4 elements. Here are the other things you can find in the jungle. The Scryer's Bloom. Attacking this will allow you to see areas of the map covered by the Fog of War. Blast Cone. Attacking this will knock you and all other nearby units away from you. Jungling facts. The jungle has no exclusive lane. All golds and experience come from the neutrals camp. The jungle timer. As you can see in the picture, Wild Rift neutrals spawn faster than the League of Legends PC version. It is very important to know jungle timing so you can create jungle paths. The most important things you need to consider in the timing is the blue buff, the red buff, the herald, the dragon, and the baron. If you have to, your team should contest with the other team if you see them trying to take these objectives, since these are very vital in winning the game. Smite is the most important summoner skill for a jungler. For your information, there are no jungling items in Wild Rift. Why is that? That's because the jungle items effect is already added on the Smite skill. You can upgrade your Smite skill after clearing 4 jungle camps. It is important to know that after upgrading your Smite skill, you can already use it against enemy champions. The Blue Smite. It will add damage and slow effect to all the enemies that are hit with it. The Red Smite upgrade adds damage to the skill and permanent attack power and attack damage for the champion. Getting the blue or the red smite will depend on your playstyle. If you have the smite skill, you also have the hunter duty penalty. You get 20% less gold and experience if you kill lane creeps to avoid the funnel strategy. Again, you get 20% less gold and experience if you kill lane creeps. Also, it will give you an additional 20% experience and gold for killing neutral creeps. So you have to focus on just killing the neutral creeps instead of the lane creeps. The jungling path. Here are the 3 jungling paths that we recommend you try to do in the game. The standard clear or the basic path, where you start with the red buff, then the blue buff, then the crab. Then after killing the crab, either number 1, invade and locate the enemy jungler. Number 2, gank the overextended lane. Number 3, go back to the jungle and clear the camps again. This jungling path is very easy and very flexible. The invade path. If you plan to take the red buff first, put an offensive ward on your enemy's blue buff. Then farm your red buff. Then invade the enemy's blue buff. Then look for a possible lane to gank. The advantage of this path is that it can give you early pressure and early lead. The weakness of this is that it is very risky for a counter. The fast level path. First, get the red buff. Then the wolf camp. Then the frog camp. Then go to your blue buff. And then the crab. You should now be at level 5 after doing this route, giving you your ultimate skill which you can use to gank an overextended lane. The advantage of this path is it will give you an early level lead. That's it for today's video. If you find the video helpful, please do like the video and subscribe for more videos like this. Till next time, be a legend.